He used to be the rock of the family, the one who everyone called when something broke, when advice was needed, when life felt uncertain. He had the answers, he had the calm, he had the strength. But these days, he mostly sits in silence. He says less. He eats less. He moves less. And when asked how he's doing, he says, "I'm just tired." For many people, growing older comes with a quiet acceptance of aches, slowness, and solitude. But what happens when those signs aren't about aging at all? What happens when those signs are a cry for help? This is the often overlooked truth. Mental health in older adults is a real and growing concern. Depression and anxiety among seniors are more common than most realize and more frequently misunderstood or missed altogether. Families chalk it up to age. Doctors may focus on physical ailments. And the older adults themselves? They often stay quiet, believing they're supposed to be strong and not complain. But here's what we need to understand. Emotional well-being in seniors matters just as much as physical health, and in many cases, it's deeply intertwined. When we ignore the emotional signs, we risk missing the beginning of a silent descent. Let's break the stigma. Let's learn to recognize the signs of senior depression and late-life anxiety. Let's talk openly about emotional health in aging populations and how we can support the people we love. It starts with understanding what aging really means in today's world. Life expectancy has increased, and more seniors than ever are living into their 80s, 90s, and even 100s. But are they truly living or merely surviving? While some older adults enjoy active, engaged golden years, many others are facing a reality shaped by loneliness, grief, and disconnection. The loss of a spouse, friends, mobility, or financial stability can erode not only one's day-to-day joy, but one's sense of identity and worth. When a person who spent a lifetime contributing, building, and giving suddenly feels invisible, it can trigger a deep emotional collapse. Too often, those feelings go undetected. Many seniors will not say, "I feel depressed." They might say, "I'm just tired," or "I don't want to be a burden." They might stop answering calls, stop cooking for themselves, skip social gatherings they once loved, and those around them might see it as stubbornness, not sadness. We must learn to read between the lines. When an older adult loses interest in hobbies they once adored, stops keeping up with personal hygiene, or frequently complains of aches and pains with no clear medical cause, it's time to ask deeper questions. Because depression in seniors is sneaky. It mimics the physical symptoms of aging and hides behind polite phrases and brave faces. It's especially concerning in men. Older men have the highest suicide rate of any demographic in the US, a grim reality we rarely talk about. These are not isolated tragedies. They are symptoms of a broader issue, the lack of visibility and validation of mental health in older populations. And anxiety is no less devastating. Many seniors develop generalized anxiety after retirement, following medical diagnoses, or in the aftermath of a fall. Fear of losing independence, fear of becoming a burden, fear of death, all of these can spin into a cycle of chronic worry, insomnia, and isolation. These are not simply the worries of old age. These are clinical issues that deserve treatment, attention, and empathy. We must change how we think about aging. Getting older is not just about slowing down, it's about transitioning into a new identity, one that still holds value, purpose, and dignity. But without mental health support, that transition can feel like a loss rather than a transformation. So, what can we do? Let's begin in our own homes. Check in on your parents, grandparents, and neighbors. Not just with, "How are you?" but with real curiosity. Ask what they're looking forward to this week. Ask what's been hard. Invite them to share stories from their past. Celebrate their wisdom and show them they're still needed. Help them stay connected. That might mean helping them join a local walking group, reconnecting them with friends, or setting up weekly video chats with distant family members. Connection doesn't have to be elaborate, it just has to be consistent. Encourage mental health checkups just like physicals. A simple screening can uncover months or even years of hidden suffering. Support access to therapists who specialize in aging, or encourage group therapy sessions where seniors can find community among others who understand. Help dismantle the belief that therapy is only for the young. Mental health in older adults matters. Emotional well-being for seniors is not a luxury, it's a lifeline. Let's also advocate for change on a societal level. Our healthcare systems should incorporate routine mental health screenings into senior care. Communities should fund more programs for senior wellness programs that integrate movement, mindfulness, music, and meaning. Libraries, parks, and faith groups can all play a part. Most importantly, we need to keep talking, keep listening, keep noticing. If someone says they feel tired all the time, don't let it pass. If someone's spark has dimmed, lean in. If you are an older adult reading this, and you've been feeling off, sad, anxious, or numb, please hear this. You are not weak. You are not alone. And you are not finished. You deserve joy. You deserve peace. You deserve to be cared for not just physically, but emotionally. Aging is not the end. It's a new chapter. And like any good story, it deserves attention, compassion, and care. Mental health in older adults must be treated with the same urgency and respect as any other health condition. We cannot afford to leave our elders in silence. They have spent a lifetime building this world. We owe it to them to help them live in it with peace, meaning, and dignity. The time to start is now, with one conversation, one check-in, one moment of truth, because it's never too late to feel better.